Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has described as unfortunate and misleading all allegations forming the basis of the motion of censure against him. Responding to these allegations, the minister maintained he had prudently managed the finances of the country, blaming the current crisis on global factors. There's more in the following report.
Grounds 1 and 3 of the 7 points for which the minority wants Ken Ofori-Atta censored were struck out by the ad hoc committee after it ruled that SRAJ is the only mandated body to investigate conflict of interest allegations, and concluding that it is satisfied with the answers provided by PIAC and GNPC on Thursday. The finance minister, in his introductory remark, apologized to Ghanaians for the untoward hardship being suffered in recent times.
I acknowledge our economy is facing difficulties and the people of Ghana are enduring hardships. As a person President Akufo-Addo has put in charge of this economy, I feel the pain personally, professionally, and in my soul. I see and feel the terrible impact of rising prices of goods and services on the lives and livelihoods of ordinary Ghanaians. I feel the stress of running a business, but it is the strength and perseverance of the Ghanaian people that inspire me and my colleagues in government every morning. And it's to press on. That is what gives me the strength to press on, to find solutions and relief for Ghanaians to the myriad of problems that our country and the rest of the world are facing, especially since March 2020. Co-chairs, let me use this opportunity to say to the Ghanaian people what I believe, with courage, every finance minister around the world may wish to say to their people now. I am truly sorry. When we set out so purposefully between 2017 and the early parts of 2020, we never imagined that a global pandemic such as COVID, with its prolonged economic fallout, would inflict such pain and suffering upon the Ghanaian people. The shock to our system has been hard, and the impact on our livelihoods severe. But we have not been resting on our oars. We continue to work to keep the lights on, to avoid the queues at our filling stations as in other countries. Our classrooms are full, our hospitals and dispensaries mostly stocked with medicine. We continue to pay salaries, and our roads continue to be built and fixed.
The finance minister, in providing answers, argued that the minority erred in asserting that he unconstitutionally withdrew monies for the funding of the controversial National Cathedral.
3 days ago, when the proponents were here, they alleged I had made payments from the contingency fund to support the National Cathedral. I want to state that this is just not true. Let me be categorical. I have taken no money from the contingency fund to make payments for the National Cathedral. It appears the proponents have confused the contingency fund with the contingency vote. Let me explain. There is a difference between contingency fund and contingency vote. The contingency fund the proponents refer to is wholly covered under the Constitution, specifically under Article 177. This constitutes money voted by Parliament, and advances from this must be authorized by the Parliamentary Finance Committee. The contingency vote, on the other hand, is a line under the other government obligations vote, which is approved by the Finance Committee and passed as part of the Annual Appropriation Acts passed by Parliament. Honorable co-chairs, in preparing the annual budgets, the practice is that provision is made for indicative expenditures that have not been fully costed at the time of the budget presentation. Provisions are made in the contingency vote to cater for such expenditures. For example, in 2014, there was no specific allocation in the 2014 budget for Ghana's participation in the FIFA World Cup